Welcome back to Isa's Chaos Kitchen. Today we're gonna be making Fetuccine Alfredo. I think the predecessor for this is cacio e pepe, but I don't know how to make cacio e pepe. Today I'm wearing like all blue and like my makeup, my nails, my tie thing. I can see it, but now that I'm seeing it in the video, can't fucking see it. So I'm blue dabba dee dabba da. I just wanted to make that joke. I'm so sorry. So I do my hair well, tell you what we need. So, for Fetuccine Alfredo, I'm gonna make my own fettuccine, as I do, because I have the machine. The machine! So, it's pretty simple recipe. You only need... Why am I doing this? Yeah. So, it's a pretty simple recipe. So, you start with butter. I have this, like, big old butter, because the other day I went to the supermarket, and they didn't have the butter I usually buy. So, I bought the big one, 500 grams. You don't need 500 grams for fettuccine alfredo. You need butter, you need cream, half and half, and of course Parmesan cheese. And then for the pasta, and I'm gonna add of course pepper to stay with the cacio e pepe spirit. And then for the pasta, of course, you need 2 eggs to every 200 grams of flour. Now, what was I gonna say? Why are we not adding salt? So cheese is very salty. So this actually, you need to consider when you're making normal pasta. If you're the type of person who adds cheese at the end, be careful with salting too much because this is your salt flavor. As we've talked about the anchovies in Caesar salad or the chicken bouillon in other recipes. So our salt is coming from the cacio e pepe. I don't speak Italian. Io non parlo italiano. Io, I love it. I should learn Italian. I was gonna learn Italian because I'm thinking of getting like Duolingo again, but I was like, wait, which language do I want to learn? Because I think the longest one I've done is German, but I don't know any Germans right now, and I don't want to move to Germany, so it's like, why would I learn German? Anyways, let's get to cooking. I'm going on a rant. So, put on your apron. Let me put this aside. I was being so fancy, like, oh, look at my little champagne glass with my little eggs. But I am gonna be using my KitchenAid. I know it's not traditional, but if you have it, KitchenAid, do you think I should use you? In agreement. It's like, if you have it, flaunt it. And I am traumatized at the moment. So a friend was like, let's do a dinner where we all learn to cook. And I was like, hey, I can bring my pasta machine. I'm gonna start like doing stuff while I talk. Put the sauce parts to the side and measure out 200 grams. 200 grams. Anyways, I told my friend like, hey, I have a pasta machine. I can take it to your place and we can make fresh pasta. And she was like, oh, that would be awesome. So I took my little pasta machine. Dude, her table was too thick to like tie this down. So I basically had to have like one girl grabbing the machine while I was going at it. And then the pasta started to dry out. And I started freaking out like, oh, I fucked up. Why did I suggest this? But then there was this one girl who was like a magician. She told me, oh, I used to make pasta with my grandma. She fucking saved us, dude. She was the pasta queen. I don't know what she did, but when she did her pasta, we were able to pass it through the machine. It was awesome. 200. So today I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting my demons. I'm always fighting my demons. Today, baby's home. Baby's here. Like, let's do the KitchenAid, do her thing. Are you happy, ma'am? Good to hear. I have also added 1 tablespoon of water to my mixture. As I said the other day, when in doubt, water it up. You can always add water. So right now, I'm gonna say this because it's probably because of the summer heat, that it's drier. And it hasn't been raining, like at all. Everything is dry. Accounting for the dryness of the summer and the fact that it hasn't been raining, I have added, let's see if I like the consistency. This is better. This is sticky. Okay, so now I can work with this. This I can work with. Sorry. Everybody's like, work out, it's good for you, which it is, but also everything hurts. I love working out though. It's so fun. Dude, talking to my friend about this, that it's like, you really do feel better once you start working out. It's crazy. And it's like, you know, when the fitness influencers are like, oh, how are you depressed? Just go for a run. You're like, dude, no, shut the fuck up. But then if you think about it, they're on primo antidepressants, which is Endorphins. Endorphins are like, it's literally so good. It's so good. Dude, they're so good. Oh my god. Endorphins? What the hell? Amazing. Dude, primo. Antidepressants. It's incredible. Like, I think of Elle Woods, like, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their houses. They just don't. Because, like, yes, queen. But, you know, these people who have been working out for years, if you've been on primo antidepressant endorphins for a decade, then of course you're gonna be all chirpy and happy. No, I don't think it's their fault. They just don't know. They've been on nature's antidepressant for years. So they're just like, haha. But it is crazy. It's crazy. Everyone should, like, you should work out. See, now this is usable. Now this I can work with. See? Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Woo, baby girl. I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. But now I'm not fighting for my life. I'm making some pasta. I'm making some pasta. See, when in doubt, water it out. Thank you, ma'am, for your service. Okay. So I'm gonna do all of them to 1, and then we're gonna do to 5, and then we're gonna do fettuccine. So I was dating this Italian guy, and he was all like, you should be angry. I don't get angry. You should be chill like me. So I was like, personal challenge. I'm gonna piss him off. So I started pronouncing all the Italian foods like in America, like incorrectly. So I was like, should I get the fetuccine? Should I get the gnocchi? Gnocchi? You know what looks good? The cacio and pepe. Cacio and peep. Dude, he got so pissed. He was just like, but yeah, I mean, I do love like, gringo pronunciations. Like jalapenos, I do love that one. The first time I heard it, I just laughed my ass off. But the other day I heard one that was tzatziki, but it was like, tzatziki guy. Tzatziki guy. guy. Dude, I went running the other day, but I had to go really early because I had an early appointment. So I went at like 5 or something, 6, so there was no sun. And I usually run in a park, which is nice because you get some nature, but it's terrifying when there's no sunlight, you know? One time I went for a run at night, like 8 p.m. Fucking scary, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I'm in the woods. I'm gonna die in here. Like, what is this? So I went for a run really early, and it was like nighttime. Dude, this guy passed me super close by, but I was kind of paranoid because it was very dark. And then he passed me super close by, and I was just like, ah! And he was like, ah, I'm so sorry. But I did yell at him, poor guy. He was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, you're fine, dude. I just got scared. But I feel like I need to get used to it because in the winter we get no sunlight. So I'm gonna have to like buy a headlight, you know? Catch me with my reflective vest. Alright, so sorry. Try to pass everything through the 1 until you have a consistent. And then what I like to do is pass twice through all of the numbers until you get to 5. And then in 5 is where I cut. So the way that the pasta machine works is that it's 2 rollers, and so 1 is, and then 2 is closer, 3 is closer, 4, 5. So that's how it works. So that's what I mean when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now I'm at a 3, solid 3, cuatro, but with a Q. I hate it when in the Romance languages, you're like, ooh, I'm so excited for a new language. And then you're like, okay, so how do you say 1? Uno. That's the same as Spanish. And then 2, duo. So you're like, amazing. New word, and then it's like 3 or whatever, I don't know. But then I hate it when it's the same. Like, what do you mean it's cuatro? Give me something fun. Say me like cuadrate or something fun, you know? No, fucking cuatro. So see, it has become longer because you have squished it up, pushed it to its limit. You know what's fun? I have stuck like, oh, it's magic. And I remember there was a Disney version because there was some like Disney Channel original movie. But it wasn't Tia and Tamara, right? It was the other sisters. It was Ali and Misha. The cowbells. But you know, it's so funny to me with the Disney, like, you know, the songs that they had the Disney Channel stars doing, because I would hear them and I would be like, bro, this song is a banger, like, what the fuck? And then my mom would be like, yeah, it's like copied off of a better song by someone else. Like, oh, it's magic. That's like an old song from the 70s. But you know, I had this with Fuego because it was like Vanessa Hudgens, and I was like, dude, I'm obsessed with this song. And then I realized that the part that I like is fucking Lionel Richie All Night Long. And as I said before, also with Hilary Duff and like Reach Out and Touch Me. That's like Despeche Mode. Is that how it's pronounced? Depeche? Dépêche. I hate having to say things that I usually just read in my mind out loud. Dépêche. Dépêche? Dépêche mode. Dépêche. Dépêche mode. Honestly, kudos to Disney Channel for expanding my music knowledge. Because, like, I love All Night Long, and I learned about it through Vanessa Hudgens and Disney Channel. But really, they were taking all these old songs and like doing them. It's so funny. And you even think about it, like, you know, with Miley. Dude, Miley has such a great like rock voice. Have you heard the Heart of Glass cover? Like, girl, she should be a rock star. I mean, she is. Who says she is? She even says it. I might even be a rock star. I might even be a rock star. I remember one time when Disney Plus came out, and I was like, girl, this is my youth, mi infancia. I started watching Hannah Montana. My roommate just came in, closed the door to where the TV was, and just shut it up. And I was like, oops, I forgot Hannah Montana is annoying as fuck. But it's my youth, it's my childhood. Okie dokie. Look at our little panel. So, I'm gonna move this. So, fun fact. Fetuccine. Fetuccine, as I would have done with my date with my ex, or not ex, the guy I dated. When I make spaghetti, the spaghetti, it like cuts and they don't stick together. But the other day I made fettuccine and they stuck together. So you would need a pasta dryer. Now, I don't have a pasta dryer, but you know what I do have? A hanger. So I'm gonna hang this here and I'm gonna dry out my pasta using a clothes hanger. Cause we're nifty here at Isa's Chaos Kitchen. Isa's Chaos Kitchen. If you can dream it, you can believe it. I wait. Why are you whining? Oh my god, there's more. Look at my little pasta. Is this ropa vieja? I don't even know how to make ropa vieja. Okay, so pasta's done. It's not gonna stick together because you're drying it out. So let's make our sauce. Now, grate your cheese. Grate your cheese. Grate your cheese. So much cheese. So to explain, you are going to melt your cheese in the cream. You can like add the cheese directly because it's gonna melt, but it's easier if you grate it because then it's easier for the cream to just melt it because it's already in little bitsy pieces, you know. Okie dokie, grated cheese. Oh my god. Grab a pot, put water in a pot. I'm gonna start. Voila! Start boiling this. Get another pot. Get another pot, and here is where you're gonna make your little sauce. But I'm gonna clean up first because pretty quick. So I'll be right back. We're back. Your water is boiling. So let's start doing the sauce, and also it's getting late. I'm gonna lose the sun. Okay, so do about like 50 grams of butter. Good old chunk. Hells yes, 50 grams. Boiling water. So melt your butter. Ooh, melty. So once your butter is like mostly melted, that's when you add in your cream. Now you have to be careful with cream because it can burn. So you can't cook it that long. Add in your cream and add in your parmesan. Parmigiano, reggiano. Remember, if your sauce starts thickening, you can always add milk to. It's the same concept as you can always add water, you can always add milk because it's the liquid equivalent. It's like the predecessor to cream. Okay, so now that it's mostly melted, let's start cooking our pasta because this takes about 3 minutes. Make sure to mix so they don't stick together. Lower the volume on your sauce because you don't want it to burn. Timer. So put your pasta. It's good that it has a little bit of water because you should always have a little bit of water to add to your sauce because it makes it more silky and delicious. So that's why I like using tongs. Mix this well. Oh, it smells like Parmesan cheese. Look at this deliciousness. Now you always want your pasta to cook a little bit in the sauce. So that's what we're doing here. And just remember that like a lot of this liquid will, like what we did with the cornstarch that you added, that it starches the sauce so it makes it thicker. So the pasta water and the pasta itself will have a thickening agent on the sauce as well. So let's do the time up again. So plate up your pepe with your cacio. Delicioso. So anyways, pasta Alfredo. Make it. Enjoy. Have a nice rest of the day. And have a lovely rest of the week, and rest of the month, and rest of the year. And enjoy life by making amazing food. Because I know we gotta feed ourselves to survive. But you can always have fun with it, you know? And you can enjoy it while it's happening. Ciao!